To start, you're going to want to remove these wheels on the bottom of your printer. So they just go off. You do that to all 4 sides. Remove the build plate entirely. Okay, once that's done, you can move it out of the way. Move the wheels, the springs, or the silicone little spacers, which is what I have. You can put those to the side. And then now you're going to want to remove these wheels that are on the bottom so you can replace them with the rails themselves. Before we remove the wheels, we're going to actually remove the belt. You do that by not just pulling this off, that it's too tight. You take an Allen wrench, and then these 2, well, there's more than 2, there's like 4 bolts on the side, and then you turn those to loosen them, and then you'll be able to remove the belts and take them off. We got this free sliding where you got to go and remove the wheels. You also will need one of the wrenches that comes with your printer, or you can buy these on Amazon or whatever. And you want to hold the nut on the bottom as you turn the bolts. As you can see, there's a lot of shredding going on with these wheels, and that was one of the reasons why I am replacing them with the linear bearings, because they do not shred. It's a lot easier. I just finished removing all the wheels from the build plate holder bracket. I forget what it's called. And now I'm going to go wash my hands, and then we're going to move on to putting on the rails themselves. So, if we follow the instructions, we have to put these nuts, the M3 nuts, into the screws which they give me. These. So let's do that. Things are extremely greasy, but kind of awesome. Okay, so the directions say to take these and put them through. There's going to be a lot of these things for these linear rails. I did not expect it to have that many. We got these. We just got to put them in these holes. We open these. We are going to slightly screw these on, but not a lot. Just enough so that the bolts themselves don't come out. So just put this M nut, this wing nut of sorts, under the bottom. Just give it a couple turns. Just do that to all of them. So apparently you're not supposed to have one of these per every hole, like it very clearly shows. But I'm an idiot and I didn't read the directions, so now I have to take out half of these. Yay. Next, we're going to do this step. You put the M3 screws into here. I gotta keep all these screws separate. And I have to grab a better Allen wrench and put it into here. Here's what the finished product looks like for one of the slides. Now I just have to do it to the other one. Now we are going to attach the linear rail itself to the printer. So make sure all the nuts are straight up and down. You can just slide and then give a little bit of wiggle. Once you have them in place, you want to go ahead and tighten each bolt with an Allen wrench. Alright, we're all tightened up. It's good to go. Last but not least, we have to reattach this using the provided screws. So let's go ahead and do that. So apparently, either these directions are wrong or I'm like just tripping here. This bracket is supposed to be like this and not facing inward. So the L part is supposed to be facing outside instead of towards the rail. Because when I went to line the plate up, I realized that it's supposed to go on these outer holes, not these ones. So just keep that in mind. Now to make sure everything's powered up, I'm going to run an auto home sequence. So here we go. I'm going to move this up for you. The bed goes back. Auto home's perfect. And now since I don't have a bed on, I'm just going to trick my printer to think the bed's here by touching my Sierra Touch. I do not recommend you do this, but it's just what I have to do for this instance. Alright, so the y-axis is moving freely, back and forth. So as long as you don't hear like any grinding or anything, you know you did it probably did it pretty good. Well, so now we're going to power it off and attach the heated build plate. Okay, now all I have to do is level my bed using just rough leveling, and then the Sierra Touch will calibrate for the rest of my air, and then I should be good to go, and I'll start my first print. Sweet. All systems look good. Your bearings, awesome. Now if you notice back here, I have port cable management, yes, but also I have one motor for my Z-axis. But over here next to the X1 we have dual Z-axis kit, which I'm going to put on in another video.